so tired today. I wake up with it slowly. I'm only having one coffee today. That is way too many coffees. So singular coffee. What? I thought today I'd get some cake canvas and painting. I've done that before properly, and then show everybody the wheels. They actually came out like the same colour. It's just the wheel mold broke halfway through production. Same grippiness, same rebound. Obviously got to stick the logo on it today, but I mean it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Yeah, I've got a canvas. You know what? I just try some canvas painting first, mate. Most of it doesn't do what I do, but it's art, so I thought, okay, why not? Give it a little whirl. Try and become more like artistically diverse, I guess. Honestly, I like making myself a cup of coffee. But today it's really different. I've got a life I'm actually quite happy about it. It's so fucking hard, though. So I'm not being able to breathe or think or anything like that. And I was right, we needed the funds. We had one like 3 days ago. I mean, like, I caught quite a nice. See, this light just does it no justice, bro. Actually, none at all. I caught quite a nice tan, but I'm like hoping the sun does come back again. So I'm quite gutted if it doesn't. I feel like I missed it and wasted that time. Still very happy. I didn't put that in my mind, did it? Oh, weird. Yo. Oh, man, I'm so tired. Got the wheels right that we made. Oh, I'm taking my hands away. You can see they've got pretty much the same colour. Like the formulation, right? I've added the filament that I needed to add. Really good rebound, like nice and solid. But they bounce at the same height. It's perfect. And I'm going to print the logo on them today, so it's very loud. And I might do some art, like actually draw for a bit. So I never really do that in my life. I'm so tired. Maybe I'll do it in the morning or evening, or maybe. It's everywhere. It's like it's too loud here. I can't think. Just wait for that to be done. And I'm moving. Oh, it's so loud. Morning. Probably do some art today, by the way. I don't know, just feeling like an artist. I'm gonna try like a different few mediums. I'm like, do I spray paint a little bit and then use like, or like draw and then utilize some masking tape and some spray paint? I don't know. So I love about art, is just being able to make fucking anything you want. I know we made the wheels as well, so pretty much the same colour. I mean, the mould broke after this, so it's pretty gutting. We have to make another one, but I'm gonna get more solid silicone. So it'll work if I have a short hardness of about 35, 30, sorry, 30. I feel very, very medicated this morning. I'm sorry about all the dramas that everyone. It's life, innit? Life's full of shit. Gotta love it. Morning, welcome. The fuck is that? I'll wake up soon, just need this coffee really badly, and then I'll be with you guys. I should have started the live yet, realistically. Not fully. I'm just waiting for the washing machine to be done as well, so I got some more clothes to wear. Not so casual and cozy today. Don't think I've ever worn a smart shirt with tracky bottoms. Smart shirt? Smart casual. What they doing, though? That's what they doing. If you think that either one is free, yeah. I'm also going to design part of my avatar, finishing my tattoo today off. Well, also I'm not tattooing it on myself, but I'm actually waiting to get a tattoo gun. I'm not just going to go, hey, tattoo gun, out of the box. I mean, imagine. I'm ready for war. That sounds fun. It's all good. Bro, the only thing people like about me is that I'm self-employed. Do you know what I mean? People are like, this guy's got it together, he's self-employed. I'm like, nah. Well, actually, kind of got it together. Just not mentally. Jane. key. Fuck, that blinded me. People keep snoring, like keep snoring. If anyone wants a bit of a wait 1 second, obviously I want tattoos everywhere all over my body. I want to design the majority of them, if not all of them. But I'm gonna start tattooing, but I'm not gonna be able to. I won't. I just get shocked by some comments. That's all I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? Like, right. So I'm only 12. I'm joking. Imagine. I'm sorry, it's not funny. I'm just tired. I'm a bit delusional in the morning. I'm just a bit delusional in general at the moment, to be honest. I'm half asleep as well. I look like shit. What did I say? That makes sense. I was everyone I knew was dead. Upset. Oh yes, it's raining. That's what we want. I'm trying to figure out what to present. That's good. Okay, bye bye. I won't respond to comments if they're just like inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? And all I'll say is, guys who like bold down there are the new generation thing, right? I just feels a bit weird, isn't it? Why do you want it, bro? All I say is it feels like a bit childish having somebody like that. I mean, clearly I'm used to it. I have a lot of hair. Just do this up for now. I'll end up sitting there bloody topless after live. I don't want to be sat there topless. Maybe do some art today. Got the canvas. I don't know. I'm not really good at canvas art at all, to be honest. But I know I have one somewhere. Well, nice. I've got some sort of fucking thing for art everywhere, to be honest. Well, it's just like a bit of therapy, you know what I mean? So, welcome. I realise I need music to fire me up in the morning a little bit now sometimes. Otherwise, I'm like half asleep all day. I'm just waiting for a white tea to be done and then I'll be ready to go. Show people I'm half asleep this morning. Where did I go? Bear with. Right, what was I doing? I've literally forgotten completely. Oh, that's the one. Morning, everyone. I'm half asleep this morning, sorry. I am waking up slowly with it. Slowly. I think trying to anyway. I'll think all later, well, soon, because I actually got quite a bit of football recently. To the point where I probably locked in. It's really well with the aluminium filler. I suppose really nice and sturdy, really hard. Good bit of grip. Probably great for street skiing, to be honest. So I called them street cruisers because I like not just street cruisers, 85A street cruisers, jankies, because I'm gonna put an SC because they're just really, really like you can't change a drummer or something. Something's 85A is 85A. Like unless you do dual drummer, but by adding certain elements and stuff like aluminium powders or different metals you can do. Fiberglass is another one. It'd be fun. I'm sorry, I'm opposite time. Wake up slowly. Maybe. I feel like this is gonna happen one day, innit? I'm not falling asleep on fucking live. I know it's gonna happen. Let's just see some art. Shall we do some art? Yeah, fuck it. Let's do some art. Right? I don't ever do this. Like proper art. Nothing good will last. So if I don't interact with somebody on that level, then I'm like crazy. Oh, baffled. Feels like I have an art book somewhere. Brain is baffled. Makes sense. Finish it. Just keep swimming. Probably said by the most evil fucking person in Hollywood. But hey. I only realised a few years ago who Dory was. Plain white paper. Ah, you dick. I haven't drawn for a long time. Let's do this. Like a long time. I don't even know what I'm going to draw, so let's get it. Oh, I don't know. I'm not even sure I can draw right now. So I need to be in some therapeutic sort of mindset, like. on earth? Right, shit in these. This is blood, and then also it's a rip. Like you, I barely fall off the board and rip it. Let's rip it. You know, you fucking come apart. Perfect. Right, so on my days, brother. So there's two holes, is it? Try again. Sorry, I'll bear with. I'm gonna draw today. Music back on. Just for a second. I don't know. Yeah. Do I listen to amp music or do I listen to? Oh, I forgot I can't lock it, can I? Great. That's funny because every time some shit happens, the live dips in quite out. I apologise, everybody. Back's kind of stiff. I don't want to draw on paper. I was starting to do a little. I can't even see anything. Oh, I'll draw it better so you can see it. I tell you, my hand's looking a little wild today. I ain't drawn like this for a while. Trying to draw a bit of a rock down here. You can't see shit really trying to see the river. It's been a long time. Therapeutic as shit, and I don't like technology anymore. I could literally just throw it all in a bin and go live in a fucking treehouse. Nail slats into the tree, don't have a treehouse. Easy peasy. Anyway, welcome. I'll finish this drawing off. It grounds me, do you know what I mean? Fuck off. So I have like so much heads. Curly as fuck. Yeah, that's it. No electrics. Just back to the basics. And it's been a long time since I've drawn like this, so I'm trying to get it right. I don't have the same blending tools. I'm like, oh shit, all the same pens. So I was like trying to use my pencil as a different like. I like drawing rocks. They're really nice to draw. You just rocks got like loads of faces to it. Not too mad at this. rough right now. We're making it there. Gotta give them time. I'm not just going to sketch, so probably like colour it too. Got to that for now. Shitty little wolf fox dog. It's not even like good right now. It's just a warm up. I'm getting the shakes really badly. I don't know why. So I'm just trying to curb those by just controlling the muscle again. I think it's something to do with finger warning, to be honest. Or it could potentially be the other day when I fell off and cracked my hand and I landed on my hand and my phone. That's why my phone broken. And since then it's felt a bit damaged. And to be honest, it's looking a bit swollen and awkward, so I wonder if I did do so. Be drawing for a bit, but try to start the water, which I need to blend, which I'm going to use. I prefer charcoals and graphites to do this sort of thing. Oh, it's just too distinct. And go in with colours. But normally I would just layer it with shading. Dog, rock, or a wolf, mountain ranges. Can't really see it on the camera. But it's like I say, I'll do another one today as well to get better and better typically. I've not drawn all painted. I actually haven't drawn since that, to be fair. As soon as I got down, I was like, oh, great, yeah, move on with the arsehole. I'm bleeding, probably not, maybe, I don't know. That's the cut, which is now gone. That's mad, actually, to be fair. That's gone in like a week. I'm like super regeneration. I do heal very fast. I also be printing wheels today. Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's what I do. I'll be honest, yeah, I've seen your art. Your art is better than mine. Because you got to remember, yours is on a canvas bind. I've been able to cheat it with an iPad. I wouldn't major in shit, that's for sure. Or anything, really, I think. I don't put myself down, I'm happy. I mean, I skate as well and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So. Different types. We can agree on that, I suppose. Oh, yeah. Pretty much got them spot on as well. Nice rebound, nice sound, you can hear that. Really solid, but also 85A. Oh, blending, bro. Sorry, I thought you said bleeding. Yeah, I love blending. I like water pastels as well and things like that. It's the only thing I really do with colour. You can blend them nicely. Fuck yeah. But the mould broke, so I have to make another mould. And then get the colour works. Obviously, it's another one that's technically the right colour, but there's an air pocket in it. But this is more solid. This is more bendy slightly than this. This is almost not really bendy at all, and because I added some of this. Oh shit, where'd I put it? Colombian marching band, aren't they? Does seem like it, doesn't it? Nah, it's aluminium. 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 Something like cat when he's like, meow, meow. You know what I'm about? Aluminium. Aluminium. Like hydroxide. And it's really good because I mean, that's funny on there because online it's like, you don't want to mix this with urethane because it won't work. It will make it structurally weak. And I'm bullshit. That's how they make it. That's how they make wood. They just don't tell you. So there is something else now. I wouldn't use that. In it, it would be nice. Art is subjective. It depends what your opinion is. Picture. Yeah. Do you know what? Drawing is my favourite thing. Always. It always has been. Like a pen and pencil with a rubber is it for me. Because I mean, you make any mistakes. Putting paints or markers or anything, acrylics. shits me up because it's like that is it. There is no going back from here. That terrifies me. And then today as well, this so it's a lot cleaner. And if you look here, it says S.C, which is street cruisers, because I want it to be like street, like these are 85A. You can't change the drummer, that's the truth. But you can make the structural hardness less grippy. Like if I grab, where's the other wheel? If I can come, I think I showed people this yesterday, but this is same form, like. Don't walk the table. Yeah, I mean, so same like rebound. Just but it sounds better than that, or there's like a proper solidness sound into that, and that's because of the aluminium, which is weird. And you think, why the fuck would you put aluminium in it? Like they do cores and stuff and fiberglass and loads of different things. But that's not the only ingredient, otherwise then it wouldn't be a unique formula, and then that would be lying. It is a unique formula. It's 140 different chemicals have been tested for skateboard and fingerboard wheels, and I mean, how the fuck do you find 140 things to test? Personally, I struggle. You like think about it, like if you're gonna bake a cake, flour, cornstarch. What else? People gonna be like, self-raising flour. Like, fucking same thing, innit? It's just got some fucking baking powder in it. My point is, the elements made up that make up stuff. Obviously, I wanted all these more natural stuff, and I'm gonna get people to send in their wheels that they do get. And if there are ones, it'd be fine. And I want to, obviously, you can't recycle urethane that easy. So I'm going to do is blend it down, put in like a big mulcher to blend it into a powder, and then add that powder back into some new wheels. Obviously, I tested first. I don't know if they've been done before, but if they're coloured, they'd look like gobstoppers. Like all the different bits of wheels, like almost imagine like little rubber shavings. But I might add like a bridge, do you know what I mean? Wait, oh, sorry. Oh, 100%. Like, the reason I agree with that is because I think skateboarding's art. I think dancing's art. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people think dancing's art anyway, but like a lot of people won't think skateboarding's art. I'm like, if anything, skateboarding's a little bit harder than some forms of dance. So, and most forms of dance, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Skateboarding is very, very, very challenging. Like, the tricks I've been landing on the fingerboard recently have really shocked me. I landed yesterday, I got a switch nose, no, yeah, switch nose blunt, nollie flip out back into a tail, and then, you know what I mean, I caught it back in the grind. I'm like, what? Day after day, I've been getting a better trick and a better trick, and I'd say that's an art form. Do you know what I mean? So this was just for me. I'm going to be getting the mold that I'm going to be doing two-part pour, which you can glue together, so it keeps the shape of both sides of the wheel. This was just purely for me. It would be, to be honest with you. I think. That's what I like about art, so that don't require necessarily like. I know it's sort of funny because I threw a competition, but still, I don't agree with competitions if you know. I only agree with them if people can actually take part and not get like butt hurt. Like because at the end of the day, I don't know if it sounds bad, but I think as you say, art's really subjective. So there isn't like one person might like a piece. Let's say we've got a panel judging it. You've got to remember there's one judge that probably likes yours more or something like that, but they've got to all come to a unanimous decision. And I used to go find a shock factor for my drawings. You know, in the movies or whatever, when they bring the parent in and they're talking to him, they're like, yeah, we found some very disturbing drawings. And they're like, yeah, that was like me. If I wanted to be a cartoonist, or an illustrator, graphic designer, cartoonist, because I loved cartoons. I say I couldn't draw anything that look, so people could draw colour and make it look real, and like I don't know if I can do that. Mine it becomes childish. I can't make colours. It's like my colour palette for blending also like because if it's grey and black and white, and that's easy. I've just got like it's like 50 shades of grey, and that's just a joke. But you know what I mean? It's like quite literally all the shades of black and grey there are. I can work with that. But when you've got to add different shades from like white all the way to like black, and in between to like oranges and blues and pinks, you know what I mean? That ends up getting too much for me, and I'm like, shit, I don't know how to blend this to look real. I should start the Olympic arts though. Be a cool idea. I love it when you forget a song and you're like, damn, I haven't had this song for like 10 years. The Killers, somebody told me. How do I forget this shit? Oh, precisely. I mean, yeah, but the thing is, I think this is the thing. We don't think our art's as good as it actually is. It's, well, if you're like me, very self-critical. But the thing is, there was one point in my life where, as I said, I was forced to just stay in my room for like pretty much years growing up in care, and that's the only thing I really had to do was draw. So I was like forced to be a good artist. You know what I mean? I love when it's like people in Nigeria now. I wish I was forced to do something. Like you have no option then, because then you would be good at it. I do understand that, but the ability to for free will is also priceless. It's mainly the formula. It don't matter about the shape. These are just my shape for now. Yeah, it is. It's so. If I wasn't made to do art, they're not made. If that's all I had to do, I would not be good at art. So I can't complain really. But it's a muscle that I have to keep working because if I stop drawing, yeah, I will get it back again. But it can take me like a good week or so, like as recently. Actually, you just do it with this because there's an extra, but it's so hard to fucking cut urethane down. Like sanding it down, you want high speed, really high speed. I do have a sanding, it's just way too. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened. My phone is just bugging out. Piece of shit. I might end up going back up to my iPad again today for a little bit just to give my phone a little break. I think it's going to blow up. I just thought, if I do this, boom, gotta be smart, right? Do people get what I'm trying to do? Stick my phone up still while charging it. On my days it works. Genius. Genius, man. I do. I tell you what I've got for it, which I put in the fucking freezer. Ah, it's fucking nice, that is. Maybe I should keep my phone cool now. The thing I might do actually to tempted to take a piece of art I've already drawn, partly, and print off and then sketch on top of that and do different mediums on that rather than stressing myself out about the initial drawing when I've already got like 2 ton of fucking work done and then I'm not sitting with a blank bit. Well, whatever the fuck that was. I like the rocket. The water started to look good, and then I drew the wolf and I was like, ugly fucking wolf. Like I say, it's so much easier on an iPad because you have like 150 different fucking pen types, which you can do anything with it, rather than just one shape, one size. It's crazy what a difference is between drawing a line and then rounding the ends of those lines off and they look pointy. It really does make such a difference. If I was to just leave the drips on my logos without having a bigger point at the bottom and it obviously like a drip, it wouldn't look like a drip, it would just look like lines. So the power of curves is crazy and lines and shit. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So I don't want to colour in book because it makes me feel like a child, which is fine. No, it's not childish. It's just as an artist. I tell you what I do want to do though. Have some black and white. Black and white. Well, I am white, so I guess it makes sense. Having ones you can colour in on me. I want to do one where you give like drawing like a little outfit on somebody. It's like a little. Do you know what I mean? I want hand tattoos so badly. I want patchwork more for like my fingers, I think, at the end. And then I don't know, I just want your typical ass tattoo like a clock or a lion or a fucking time or a stopwatch. Not a time watch, a stopwatch, you know what I mean? Fucking basic shit. Perfect. But mine just needs to not to come off while I'm doing it. To be fair, that's quite a cool idea. I didn't think about that. I guess I could have them on my website if I was to do that and get some publish isn't the right word, but it actually is any book getting published this book. I kind of like the idea, to be fair. Terrible coming up with ideas. Thank you, I like that. Especially because that is my favourite sort of style of drawing, for sure. See, it's funny, I was going to say, I've actually can make temporary tattoos with my printer. Very easy to do. So that's a good idea, it's a good shout. I was tempted to do some of my hands. But I don't want to do a video with me finger have some of my hands in. People are like, bro, where your finger was? Like, no, where's your tattoos got? Like, yeah, I got them lasered off. But I literally want to have my yeah, I want to have my hands. I want to have it up to my neck. I'm also getting some Yiddish on me as well. So I'm going to on that one. People just get so shitty, man. I'm learning Yiddish right now. Yes, I've not learned any, but that's because I've not started yet. I've downloaded the app. It sounds bad. I'm learning it now, but I've not started yet. I'm in the process of learning it. There's a whole alphabet too. Do you know what I mean? You've got to learn. It's crazy. Yeah, it would be. I want to have loads of stuff on there. I mean, it's no point having a store if you don't have anything on the store. Do you know what I mean? Wait, do people see these? It's really hard to see. Good job. So I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going for some medical. So earlier I chipped it out. Got to admit, it's very nervous now after Bomber Hills and Wheels that I made, hoping that my science holds up. I don't end up with a broken leg or something. It's not. I know it's going to go wrong for at least one of the wheels, but hey, it's to like get it right, and I have to buy a pressurizing pot too. Depressurize, you know what I mean. It sucks all the air out. Stick myself in it. No, I'm joking. Exactly. It should be fine. Wait. See, they roll fine. It has barely any bend to it at all, which is important too. I took the logos off, which was hard because I had to scrub. But I didn't. But I didn't lock it in with something yet. So I make myself laugh now, so I'm done as work. So they look very similar in colour, because that's the main thing I just need to try and get to. Obviously, it might look like ones like, actually, I feel like this one is slightly different. Yeah. Well, which is the new formula? I think these ones were. I think those ones are more whiter and that's slightly more yellow. Just slightly. It's fine, because when it comes to exact weights of things, that was actually on it. What's crazy is that's aluminium, and that's not. So I don't. But that's what I mean. But I've added other ingredients in there. That's not just to. But that I don't know. I wonder if it's metallic. Like I know it's metallic, but I wonder if it'd be like, is aluminium Magnetic? No, it's not, is it? More overtime though. Yeah, they could do. They should. Well, they probably will. To be fair, I am going to give them a coating of another urethane because it's urethane, right? And then you just coat it with urethane as well, like an outdoor durable urethane. Very light coating, otherwise it cracks. So it's like I mean every 12 hours. So you want to do a whole load of them, have them on a rack, and then obviously be able to. I just feel like everything I do until I end up in a factory. I don't even know if I want to like that. I kind of probably might have to for some of it, just if the demand's high. But everything I do is so like personal. Do you know what I mean? I feel like from the packaging down to the fucking sanding down everywhere. A lot of companies just get their machines cut through the CNC machine or a tabletop saw, chucks them off to the sides on a rack. And I get it, it's convenient, it's done, boom. But where's the fun? You lose the fun in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I like watching it go from a piece of wood, drawing something, and then it ending up as a board. It's fucking awesome. It's what pulled me to do it. I mean, I always wanted to make my own skateboards. I didn't want to keep breaking my ass, so. But I do like the idea of having a flush side and a rounded outside, but at the same time, then people can't flip their wheels around as well. It's the only issue you have. I'm really struggling with it. I might do flat wheels and I mean 2 separate types. So do ones that are rounded and then also do flat ones. Fuck knows. We'll figure it out. Right. I'm gonna do the wheels. I put at least 2 of these graphics on the wheels today. But I feel like this looks a lot better. I just wanted it to be a lot more. It was too bulky. It didn't have enough uniform to it and pattern of the actual drip. It kind of just looked like lines. So it was like trial and error bad. And I was like looking up what do I put if it's 85A, but it's still skatable on the streets. There's like no grip. So it's like you get good rebound, which is what you want. Like the stronger the rubber is, so harder it is, the more brittle the rubber is. So technically, you win by getting 85A but more street skatable 85A because you keep the durability of the rebound of that rubber, but then also by making it tougher with the aluminium and the other parts. Got some more though. Kind of like a little factory mode. It's expensive. That's why you want to try and find a cutting agent to mix with the urethane because urethane's too damn expensive. I'd have to sell literally each set of wheels easily. I mean, I understand why the wheels are like 40 quid now. If you actually want decent urethane, there's a reason for that. It's because urethane's expensive. So when you're buying cheap rubber wheels that aren't actually urethane rubber, the rebound's not as good and the feel isn't as good. That's why. It's because urethane's probably one of the best things found so far. Yeah, I can imagine that being pretty cool, especially like the psychedelic kind of ones. Do you know what I mean? I love that art style. That really colourful one you showed me, which had the it's just like so many colours. I like can't remember how it looked. It's now we've had, but it was like there's too much going on to describe, which is it's impressive. It's a really good piece of art. I thought it looked really cool on a. What do you think that have on you hang on your walls like a mural? I don't know what the fuck they're called. Canvas thing. I want to get that my company logo off on the wall, to be honest. I'm going to wait till I get a bit more space for that. Hopefully not long now. Was it just... At the moment, I'm trying to figure out how I can actually French to save up. I need to get plane tickets because I need to go on like a holiday / business trip. Oh really? I bet. To be honest, it looks really good. It's really cool. That's what I mean. I can work with colours like that. It's really fucking impressive. I'm shit when it comes to colours. Like literally, you wouldn't think it was the same person. Oh, I accept I'm really good at sketching, but I actually really accept as well that I'm shit at colouring. So I'm okay with that. We will have, as you say, we will have something we're good at and not so good at for sure. This is always something I tell people to watch out for. I mean, if you're not used to yeah. But I was washing my hands for like 4 hours. I swear the water bill must have been so high. It felt so good, and then it kind of, at one point I think I felt like I was peeing or something. I don't know. It was really weird. I looked up and finally realised it was dark outside, and I'd been there for ages. But it's so weird. I'm gonna get into that one. No one. The one thing I thought about moving is and this is one thing I generally think I can't stand, is the plugs. Is there any way, if I move somewhere, I could actually convert the plugs into like British ones? If I like the plugs part, it's all connected up to the electrics, right? I just could not stand the idea of having a plug that doesn't have a switch. I mean, I'm sorry, we are triumphantly the best plugs on the fucking planet. Look at that, 3 strong pegs, very durable. I mean, you understand that shit fucking hurts. But I mean, also get the live wire because they push it in further enough so you can accidentally now track your finger here sometimes if you're stupid enough. That one is done. See, that's even more impressive. I couldn't even fucking. I could try. This is my problem. I try and draw like a child, no, an adult with colours. Even if I bought the most exotic, fancy adult markers that there are, it would still look like a child done it. So the fact you can do it with Crayola, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to massively compliment. It's just a fact. I'm serious. I feel even more degraded. I mean, great. I'm colouring with Crayolas, and it tells me it's for 6-year-old, and the 6-year-old's doing better than I am. So it's great. Typical shit. I just never really cared about that sort of medium. I know it sounds bad, but like colouring things. I like remember when I done a shading class and we drew the sphere, right? And you shade it. I was hooked at that point, but I didn't need to go any further. No, you can. That's fair enough. We all like our. Do you know what I mean? We all like our plugs. Ours is really hard when you stand on them. I don't know like if they bend, yours are weak. These do not bend. These do not break. These do not nothing. Fucking hurts. Oh, this is a song. Nah, seriously, it's good. I mean, seriously, I can't colour for shit. I really can't. I'm okay with it. I really am. I mean, I can. It's just it's a debate. If there's no debate if it's good or not, then, you know, because like I say, a 4-year-old could draw all the colours. Is it just good? I'm just saying something like that because I don't want to. I don't like to claim I'm good at saying I'm not. Do you know what I mean? What the fuck are you doing? Going to sleep in a minute for like. Oh. Of course. Well, there you go. That's the wake up call. Low battery. Oh, I can't actually listen to music anymore. That's fucking heartbreaking. Okay, I'm sure I'll get over it soon. Maybe not. I actually love music too much. It's a kind of unhealthy attachment I have to music. I guess it's quite good to listen to a podcast or something that's quite soothing in a way. It quite chills me out. Oh, it smells good. I love the idea of that, like, makes you lazy. Like, that's something I would agree with, personally. I mean, I'm like the less lazy. Actually, no, that's odd. It makes me lazy, clearly, because there's a lot I don't get done. But I'm okay with that, because if I did continuously work as quick as my brain wanted me to work, I don't think I would even be alive, to be honest with you. I think I'd really burn out to the core. I would suffer burnout very hard. I already have a few times. I mean, burnout's very rare. Like at the level, I mean, from the self-employment aspect, burnout. I mean, we all have different levels of burnout, like life fatigue, whatever. But like the idea of hitting roadblocks all the time, mental roadblocks and challenges, and financial ones, crazy. Because then you're just also dealing with the same financial pressures everyone else is, and then business on top of that. And yeah, luckily I didn't consider that when I came into it because it could have been a bit off-putting if that makes sense. So I mean, oh no, I didn't think about that. It could be quite difficult because it's like I'm so far in it now that I can't stop. No matter what happens, I could hit like the biggest like I could go bank. Yeah, I could go bankrupt, and I would still have some assets I can sell and still work on it out of the fucking van. Like, I don't care. But that is how much I love what I do. Literally by my hand and love. Right, I'm off just for 5 minutes, so just so I can do some cool, chill me out. I see if I can find some art that I saved the other day as well. So there's a few that I export the files and then to open them up again, I can't go onto the drawing app. I have to go onto files and then click open through and then open up again. Otherwise, I'm like, where they all gone? I forget that I can't open that way. So it deletes them off the app. I will say there's maybe been things I've done that I'm like pleasantly surprised by when it comes to colours, but nothing that's really taken me like it's that whole of, oh, you know what, actually I think I should give colours a real go. So it's really annoying when someone's like, people know I love drawing. Let me try and find this picture I sent to one possible. How the fuck was that? I hope it's still there. This is what I mean by fucking. I honestly, family are completely shit. Yeah, I thought I fell off my balls. They follow me on Facebook as soon as I start doing well. Typical shit, right? I'm not like And I fill off my board, and they're like, "Oh, you okay? Oh, it's got to be awful." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine, thank you." Like, you know, just ignore. Why open a message and ignore it, bro? Like, why even ask if you don't care? Because then I don't care. It's just effort for both of us, isn't it? Like, I know people don't get that, but I literally mean it. It's like I don't want to bother with people, so I'm like, why do people bother sometimes? This is. I think sometimes people sugarcoat things too much rather than just be real about it, and sometimes the truth hurts. But shit, it's crazy. So when I started off, that was one of the first boxes I done in the old packaging. Look at that. It's wild. Yeah, innit? Yeah. Or when someone's like, "How you doing?" I'm like, or like, "How's it going?" I'm like, "It's going." That's for sure. Uh, not listening to my own voice on my own voice. You, my own voice for, yeah. Fucking hell, it's crazy. This is also saying I down for my mum because it's saying I can do, and that's what I drew as well. So that's colour. There you go. There's a bit of semi-realism, sort of. And this is my use of 3D. Wait. I think this looks really fun good. Come on. I have my use of drawing the tanks with shading. So, like, quite good. Especially when you can get that straight lines into. There's a few mistakes there, but. And then the tractor as well. That's something I also done that for my other dad. And all I got was that's cool. And I was like, you know, not from him either. I was like, what does he like it? She said, oh, I forgot to show it to him. I'm like, all right. So I didn't just forget spending 4 hours drawing. I didn't say that, but that's my point. So why even bother with some people when they just don't fucking care? That's my point in life. People spend too much of their time working on other people, wasting their time, when it's just focus on yourself or immediately what's around you. Keep busy. I will try to. I will try. So that is good. I'd agree. My semi-realism is okay. It's good. Okay, it's good. But colours, if I added colours, that would ruin the complete. I wouldn't be able to get the same. You know, that's why with the dogs, I slightly use the wood, the wood of the wood, the colour of the wood behind it, the wood of the fucking wood. Oh, this chair's pissing me off a bit too. Right. I'm gonna see if there's any other thing that I say. Because I know for a fact. That's before I could make the website. There's a bunny I drew as well. Kind of like that bunny, to be fair. I just sound weird to his nose, but oh well. And his eyes are a bit off. They're like, it's like E.T. It's like it, not E.T. It's like it when he's like, what a blue. You know, and he's like holding the balloon. He's like, his eyes are starting to go weird. He's melting at the mouth or like drooling. So I get that. I really do. I mean, I do think as I say, I will accept, because I've been told so many fucking times, right, that my art, my sketching is good. And that's why I wouldn't go into tattooing for sure, because I mean, people say, oh, it's going to be hard, and I'm like, but it's a stencil that I've already drawn. It's not like I have to freehand it on their body. That would be incredibly difficult. Yes, granted, I would not probably be able to do that. Maybe with enough practice, but with a stencil, easy fucking peasy. Going over lines is like, I mean, that's literally tracing. It's not art. I mean, it is art. Okay, don't, as I said, that sounds bad. I mean, especially if it's already your art you've already done. I'm like to get a stencil. I was tempted to do temporary tattoos because I can literally do it a lot. And actually selling some temporary tattoos as well, so like skate addiction ones, because it's funny because kids who want to have tattoos but can't have tattoos. But I remember when I was like 16 or so, I really wanted tattoos, and when I hit 18, I went to go and get tattoos, but they said I was too baked. I was too stoned to go in for it. And they can't be stoned. I was like, oh great. And then he was like, when are you ever not? He was like, when are you not to come in then? And I was like, well, I'm always stoned. So I ended up not doing it. I did a stick and poke and I ended up ripping it out because it was like, I don't know, biro ink. Don't do that. Fucking stupid. It started to like almost bleed out a little bit and go, it looked like it was going green, but probably that's what I have thought about that. Oh, I'm looking forward to it though. I don't know, I think someone maybe get me a tattoo gun. This is wishful thinking there. If I end up getting myself one anyway. And don't worry, I'm not going to jump straight on tattooing myself. I'm probably going to take a good. I'm not going to lie, it might be a year before I actually fully tattoo myself. Do you know what I mean? At least. Like, alright, I don't need to train as an artist, that's fair enough, right? But I do need to practice some things like orange skin, fake skin. You know, even, I know people get mad about it, but even a bit of real skin, so some pig skin, something like that, you know what I mean? It's already not alive, bro. It's not like I'm just getting a real pig and going, right, tattoo time. Come on, Betty. Bessie, I don't know, Charlotte, what do you call a pig? No, Charlotte's Web. Charlotte's the spider, innit? Whatever the fucking pig's called, who knows? It really does want me to do a lot of reasonable projects. I've tried that before, to be fair, with the little heated. I don't even know what it is. Like irons. It's like it reminds me of a soldering iron almost, to be fair. But never properly. Oh, never invested too much time into all these different things. I've done what's it called? Acrylic work as well, like laser. Like you don't. I mean, you don't really do this shit. You just put it into a machine and laser it for you. Laser cutter. It's kind of funny because like I just realised how like much a fucking free spirit I am. Right, and I'm looking up star signs. Aquarius is definitely like me. Right, they're just like gone with the wind. Do you know what I mean? Like literally be like Thailand here 1 minute, they're here the next minute. I just want to travel so badly, bro. So I love the sound. And to me, that actually sounds like skateboard wheels should. If I get 2 other wheels, like drive it. I have more skateboard wheels, surely. There's one. Damn it. This one's 101A. Very odd. The problem with this just generally does feel like plastic. I'm so sorry. It's still got the smallest bit of bend to it. I guess they're all going to have the tiniest bit of bend, being urethane. Like it's still, even if it's 101A, it's not a plastic. It's still a rubber, regardless of how hard the rubber is. Right, there ain't no stalling anymore. I need this boy. Yeah, boy. See, I don't fully know, like, I don't know if I don't know anything about myself, really. Well, I do, but I mean, not like where I'm from so much. Like, just part country, that's it. I don't know what time I was born. I don't know. I was gonna say, I don't know what day I was born. I do. So I cannot multitask. I need a pink skip. So I should be rolling. Answering my prayers. I said I can't be fucking bothered, and then I just look over to the side and I see one. I'm like, blessed. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, it's not too bad then. I do think that they very much correlate. You know, a lot of people think it's just like crackpot. Like, I don't know, it's like Hogwarts shit, you know what I mean? Like astronomy, alchemy, and stuff like this. But the people, one thing, something comes from something. That's one point. But the main point I like to make is, you know, is it, oh, fuck, what are they called? Is it Buton? No. Like Holland and Barrett, if you're in the UK, you know what that is, but like someone that just sells like, what are they called? Fuck. They're like hydrotherapies. They're like 100 drops of water to like 1 drop extract of like lavender or something. What the fuck is that called? There's a special word for it. It's a science, but they pretty much said it's completely pointless. It's like it's like hocus pocus bullshit. Right? Might as well just be like. And then there's technically more like fucking evidence behind witchcraft. Now I'm not talking about Salem because that's just a case of someone pointing a finger and paranoia starting up. That's what happened there. It's pretty much what happened now, isn't it? Like it's modern day witchcraft. So when people are like, oh, their extreme point of view, their extreme point of view. It's just a modern witchcraft drug, whereas it was happening. So interesting. $100%. I mean, they're around before any belief or ideology, and they've got to have some sort of meaning. The fact that the moon, and people go, it's crazy, give me an example of how a moon, how planetary bodies can affect our planet, the moon and tidal impact. So that shows you that literally the physical, I know it's the gravitational pull of it, but still it has such a physical impact that it actually moves the fucking sea level up and down. That's crazy. You know what I mean? And that's like different, but at the same time, what's to stop there being a mental correlation? Or my point is, I think people are arguing too much, saying, "Oh, that's a crazy idea." It's more crazy than thinking, but you know, there's so many things that are like out of this world. Yeah, I can't believe that. It must be well for you. It tells you exactly what you want to do and like. But that's what mine are. After looking at the growing table, mine just seeks like almost adventure. Right, I feel like I rolled my ankle, but like just stability. sort of field, which is definitely what I'm in. I can't remember what else I was reading. There was there's this other thing. I have to look it up. I can't remember what it was called. What are they called? Horoscope? No. Oh, so obviously you've got your daily ones, your monthly ones, your fucking news articles or whatever, and this and that. I don't know all because I'm not really like. I just find it very interesting. And the reason I do believe, like, I believe more in stuff. You know, you hear saying this, like, I'm more like believe it now, right? And even if you need evidence, because it's like evidence of great floods. There's already evidence of great floods. There's also drawings of things like dragons, for example, in the caves when things were like people say, "Oh, but we used to be connected as a continent." We did, but not to the level like when this just drawings are around. They found these drawings after we had split, and you Pangea, and you go from that one continent and we split again, right? It was after that. That's because it wasn't around then. Like, how do we draw so? But it looks like dragons, but they're probably just giant lizards or things like that. The fact we drew things that look exactly the same. But then people like to give some explanation that, we all have like this or that. And I'm like, the most easiest explanation for something like that is people saw something that looked like that and they drew it. Simple and plain. People originated in star signs as they would realise, shit, there seems to be a lot of correlations here over the thousands of years people have been alive. And, you know, I mean, if you also look at Stonehenge, if you look at the pyramids, there's so many things that don't actually add up. I mean, the pyramids obviously really talk anyway, but they go down for fucking miles. Like, and people say, oh, yeah, it's false slavery, it's this slavery of Jews and black people, which is true. But at the same time, I feel like some of that just feels very otherworldly. If anyone's ever been to the pyramids, like, I really recommend going before they stop any tourism. I mean, Egypt itself is a bit scatty. I'm not gonna lie, to go to Egypt. Right, they like chop your hands off. You know, I mean, they probably won't if you're a tourist, so to speak. You have to do something quite bad. But I mean, if you're a local, if you live there, some of Europe is absolutely fucking tapped. Like, honestly, on a whole other level. Too many chucked off buildings and stuff. Like, okay, you can't even process this shit, like, really. That's why I believe in good and bad as well, because like evil clearly dominates a lot of the world. So I know I was born in the year of the snake, which I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, I thought it was the year of the rat for a long time. I was like, ugh, no. But yeah, it's a snake, which I'm happy about. Because I've been on snakes. Like, I'm kind of weird on that. I could be, you know, people that have some kind of snake just around their neck. I could just do that. I could kill. If the snake was happy. Because to me, that's what it is. It's like, is the animal, you see this, all these animals, I'm like, are they happy? It's not just about the fucking, how you feel. It's like, oh, my snake likes to give them cuddles and I'm like, bro, no, that's sizing you up because it wants to eat you. Have fun. Being your snake's lunch. Mate, you go, would it? And my golden snake. I don't know what that is. I'll take it. I'm a golden snake. Rawr. I was gonna say, what noises does a snake make? I was like, oh, they just kind of hiss. Kind of spit their venom, like almost like if their venom sort of sound. Snakes ain't even that bad, that's why I've been bit by one. Like, right, oh, what are they doing? Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Are you ready? Born on these signs, you're known for being ambitious, strategic, and financially as- astute. I don't know what that means. And a finger. Oh. And a deeper appreciation for finer things in life. So yeah, I appreciate it when like I don't feel like I deserve it. When you've got it, I appreciate it a lot, which makes sense. Yeah. They excel at working alone, quick to spot hidden opportunities, accomplish their goals. These are fact. It's fucking weird when you read it. Sometimes some of them, especially star signs, they're generally very successful financially, knowing exactly how to invest and manage wealth. I do actually because I don't buy anything for myself. I only reinvest, and yeah, I love it. They love art, good food, and music. It's freaky as shit. It actually freaks me out. It's too close. They tend to have a small, tight knit circle of extremely close friends rather than social meta networks, which is also true because, as I said, when I lost my friends, I'm not about making those more. Best matches, oxes and roosters. Ah, apparently loyalty. Well, that's weird, isn't it? That's just because I read them and I am all these things anyway. Other people are like, I'm not really ambitious and they are more than the same. Like, maybe there are. I don't think it's like 100% guaranteed. Like, you could kind of maybe go against your star sign or whatever your zodiac sign. Do you know what? There's too many names for this shit. Actually, is there's too many things. There's too many names. Sorry. 100%. It is. It feels weird reading it more and more and more. Yeah, I would say so because I don't believe these things. Like they're too freaky. And this is also why I don't believe in controlled religion because it says I'm pretty sure it says somewhere in the Bible you shouldn't believe in like star signs and stuff like that. You shouldn't really. But I'm like, or has Satan now got hold of the Bible? You know what I mean? Is he in the church? And that's why they're telling you not to do it to find your actual self. Because saying telling you you're ambitious and you're outgoing in life, it's not a bad thing, right? To be told you are not that is a bad thing because that caps your mindset. And what would the devil try to do? I do believe that there's good and evil. Not necessarily the man sitting down on the throne and a man sitting up on a cloud, but I believe the concept, at least, and the presence of good and bad are there. They are both present always. And they're like a pull and push and pull force. But like we've been told what's inherently wrong and bad, but that doesn't necessarily mean it is a thing. We've been lied to a little bit, deceived, and that's just controlled. Um, Like if put it this way, if you wanted to control people and they were all following some sort of religion, what would you do? Like, quite, how do we control the people? Infiltrate their religion and make them think something else because they believe their religion so much that if you can do it over time, you can make them. Do you know what I mean? That's how you could do. It's fucked up, but that's what the devil will try to do. He even says it in the Bible. You know, he will try to infiltrate the church at some point. I think he even says he will succeed, right? So, but then we have to find it and root out. But nobody's doing that. I think you shouldn't have to go to church. I don't think you should have to. I think you can't be able to swear. I think you now should be able to like maybe have kids before marriage. At the end of the day, the world's forever changing, and we all have free will too. Beautiful thing. No, I actually completely agree with what you said though. I do think it is. I've said like where we can program and code stuff on a smaller scale, it's just like it goes up and up and up. Like I would say, if you take something and put it under a petri dish, and look at it, it looks suspiciously like a little planet. You know, you've got like the outer ring and then you've got a darker inside, which would be like what Earth would be like. You have the atmosphere, right? But then if you actually thought like of an ocean full of bacteriums like that and stuff like it does feel odd. Hot dog. What's good, bro? What's a hot dog? All I'm thinking is hot dog. It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. It's fine inside. Oh damn, makes me feel old, man. Real old. It's true. I mean, this is why I think people get scared when they take acid. It's not like actually you're having a psychotic break. You're having too much of the world revealed to you all at once. This is the same with most psychedelics. I mean, the lightest one you can pretty much use is probably a mushroom. But then if you had something like a cubensis, which is like something envy, can't say the word. They are like 3 times the strength of a normal mushroom. And before I made the mistake, I think I had a hero dose, right? So that's like 5G. But it was with cubensis, not just your simple. The world was breathing so intensely that I was led on the bed, but it felt like the bed was moving up and down with me, like I was waving like this forwards endlessly. It wouldn't end. It was peaceful, but it's I know sometimes it's really intense to the point you're like, whoa, you know what I mean? It's like a flood of fucking feel good chemicals and stuff like that. Absolutely gorgeous. I need to do something. I love getting a good flush it, you know. And you get really treat it's like a class A, it's like the strongest shit. But then you go places and they've got truffles and it pisses me off. It's the shittest country, but like they don't let you do anything. They're like, here's cigarettes, here's alcohol, go kill yourselves. Like that's pretty much what we get. We don't get like, oh, you know what, with recreational treatment and occasional like medical use, maybe occasional recreational, like on a safe level, controlled, consumed. Because they can't say they care about our health because they give us alcohol to consume massively. They say at 5 years old you're allowed to have your first drink, like sit with your parents. That's indoctrination of our mindset. That is. That's like how to make someone fucking think something's okay when it's really, really not. Probably also build your body up to it so that person doesn't just drink when they're 18 and because it's so poisonous they just go, because that's what I see happening, right? They're like, oh, have a drink at 16, have a drink at 14. It's like, at least your system getting used to a poison, a neurotoxin. Fucking hell. I'm not saying not to drink. Occasionally, whatever, do you? Like, that is our permanent state of what we have in the UK is fucked up. Like, you'd be so much better having natural things that never actually. Like, people, they say, oh, in Amsterdam, they do the scare tactic, like, people jump off buildings. They don't. Like, someone may, one or two people, maybe like 20, I don't fucking know. But, like, the chances of that happening are so slim. And also, normally, you would do it with a group of people. And two, you have somebody to trip watch. I mean, me, I'm like, because I'm years in now, I know. Even sometimes there's been times I've sit myself. I'm fine, even on DMT, anything, because you get to a point where you trust yourself. But then even you can't always fully predict what's going to happen. Because I have ended up in a bad like when a bad trip was just a bad, you know, it was a bad vibe. The only way I can describe it. When a bad trip was just a bad vibe. I felt kind of down. Felt like my heart was gonna. Felt like I was gonna have a cardiac arrest. I felt really anxious, and I kind of tried to write it out because I didn't want to waste it. And then I had a benzo to like, you know, it's trip killer, and it stopped it because I knew. But there's some things you take and you forget you've taken something, so you're like and you like lose your mind a little bit, and that's when you want to trip sit up. But no, as I said, I'd sit here and have bufo. Sorry, in the drink. But no, well, you can smoke that because it's ayahuasca or it's like a mix. It's But someone told me that when I had DMT, they were like, "Oh, you're going to be really shocked about this. It's going to be crazy." And I had it, and I blasted through. Like I broke through a little bit. To the point where I know people like how you break through a little bit. You don't know I did, but it was not like the first time I'd ever experienced this molecule because I had it in bufo, which is right. You go to I was going to say it's a resort, but it's not a retreat. It's not even that. It's like a little teepee tent. But doesn't matter where it is. It's how healing it is anyway. You know, you go sit down by the sea. Well, it's right next to the sea anyway. We go sit on the sea. It's so fucking therapeutic. But like my neighbour's Canadian. So I said he was like, I know, he's like, dear Josh. Oh, I love him so much. He's a legend. But he was like, you ready? You wanna give it a go, right? He's like, you've had some. He knows I've had that before because I've showed him pictures of like flushes I've had, and he knows. So he knows I've had Cubans. He knows my shit. I've had my hero doses. I know what I'm on about. But he was like, there's nothing that can prepare you for this. I was like, I'm pretty sure. He was like, no. And he was not jealous, but he was more kind of triggered because he was expecting to give me this first time. I was like, honestly, it's fine. It's so peaceful, so relaxing. So I've never seen anybody your age just be able to handle it like that. Because he said, yeah, I really could tell. Because obviously, it's kind of just after the third hit, I just said sat back in the chair, um, not talking at all for 5 minutes. And then at the end of it, I'm like, thank you to whatever's there, whatever's speaking to me, connecting to me. I disconnect medically from it, come back to the room smiling, and he's like, you good? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, the first time we do it, he was like, you feeling it? You good? You good? You good? But I heard that on repeat. It was like, I don't know if he was repeating it or if it was I was stuck in this like loop for a second. Like everything was repeating. So I started to spin into the pipe. Everything like patterns broke down. That was the most intense that experience. Don't get me wrong. And as I said, like I did break through because everything went. There was like entities. I was not conscious of him really there, but I could still hear him in the background. Like, but it didn't matter. It was like whatever. And when I came back to it, he just weren't shocked. And I was like, oh, like, I've been to what feels like that realm before. And then I came to a realization about 2 years, about a year and a half later, that that's the same place you go when you pass away, or like you're passing away. You know, because your brain releases it, um, in not fully a little amount as you're having an NDE, a near death experience. Or if you like, because obviously it's not pronounced death, but before you get resuscitated, you go down a corridor. The corridor, it's not like an actual square corridor, it's a circle corridor. And it felt like you're kind of turning a little bit through it, like a spiral. But it's beautiful and it feels familiar. And that's what I'm saying. Like, but I think some people, I swear down, if you're just not even having a doobie and then you go to do that, like, what are you even doing? You know, and I know it's just, they're both psychoactive. One's also just a psychedelic. Do you know what I mean? Like, people get confused between the two. They think psychoactive. Cigarettes are psychoactive, technically, to a degree, right? Nicotine, you know, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. But, like, it's minute. You know, people have had, like, issues from it. So I know for a fact, I swear it is. Oh, I got that wrong. I swear it's minorly psychoactive because there's things that are, like, slightly in this. Like, you got psychoactive bans 2016 in the UK. Literally most things that I found outside psychoactive are banned. So I mean, they always used to say that sativa was more of a yeah, that's more psychoactive than indica, or like indica isn't psychoactive. That's bullshit. I know it's going to be psychoactive to a degree, but yeah, it's mind-boggling shit. But as I say, it's these things. I think, granted, you shouldn't just be able to just get DMT as anybody, like as a kid or whatever. That really does need to. It almost needs that you need a card to be able to work your way up as an experience, like to prove you're willing to do it. You know, that's the therapeutic retreat you want to go on with people there to like look after you and guide you through it. The first time you should never do any of that shit alone, ever. Because there is no preparing someone mentally. And if you try to prepare them, it almost gets them freaked out because they're like, why am I preparing for this? Like, what is this, some sort of ritual? Like, is it a seance? No, just like roll up and smoke it. Do the same things. It's not getting too paranoid about it, but it's being in the element and being chill as well. Like, if I ever notice I'm in a bad mood, slightly, actually, towards now, even if I'm in a bad mood, I will do it because it'll give me dopamine. But never, ever, ever, unless you know what you're doing, never do because it still has more power than you will ever realise. People tend to not fuck with it. But so if I was really down, I wouldn't have like a hero dose, but I might have like a 3.5 because I actually, if I then try and listen to music and chill out before it kicks in, like first 45 minutes to 60 minutes, then well to an hour, then I'm pretty chill. You know what I mean? I got the music flowing at that point. Yeah, I've heard that. I love sorry about that. Yeah, don't have to mock it, right? You don't have to mock it. It's such a piss take. It's because they're actually proving that, oh yeah, it actually really does help with depression and PTSD and stuff. But so just fucking legalize it then, or decriminalize it, or do the right thing. You actual knobheads. Like they can arrest me because at least I have to pay stupid bloody taxes to actual fucking waste of spaces. Like actually can't be mad. It gets me so mad. They get me so fucking mad. I win either way. If you take me out the picture, you don't make me pay taxes, you put me to work, happy, cool. I'm still working. I love working. I am unbeatable because of that pure reason. And it doesn't even have to be something I like. It could be a workout. I know it sounds really bad, but let's hear me out. It would be because I like being proactive. I don't like doing nothing. So the worst things I could do is actually maybe sit there and look at a wall. But then I would end up splitting because of my multiple personalities and dissociative identity disorder and being a sociopath, and I'd end up being able to make a little game of it in my head. It's fucking brilliant. Do you know what I mean? It does. That's the point as well. Like the illegal markets, the black markets, the street, whatever you want to call it. You know, bro, it just all goes. That's what that it really does piss me off. That people like, I'm like, if you care about any sort of like, 'cause the same sort of money, and this is bad, could be for you, like human trafficking and stuff like that. People don't realize it's all roped into the same thing, right? It makes way too much money. It's way too, and like the government are funding that by keeping it in the illegal market, right? It's like gas station flipping. What's that stuff they call the gas station? Those drinks that people are having that people have been dying for and shit like that. It's so awful. It is so awful. And by making things illegal, people look for alternatives like spice and stuff, and it ends up just causing disasters. Like it's already there for like naturally. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's true. And I tell you why it's crashing because of mushrooms, because of medical broccoli. They said the moment that's legal, like it will crash it, and that's why I know they're not doing it because they make too much money from alcohol and prescriptions, and people have come off their prescriptions because of broccoli. Like I personally feel like sometimes I don't even need my prescriptions because of it. Yeah, for real. But I don't actually take with my own fingerboards, but yeah. See, this is why I try and educate people and I've had blood in my stool. I don't mind being real with people. I've had to go for colonoscopy by the age of 23 years old. Right? Don't ever drink that like that. I promise you now, the untold damage it's doing inside of you is probably just eating away at your stomach lining. It's probably just rotting you away. Like it is fucking. It is so bad. Right? Dogs will eat chocolate. Dogs will eat a lot of things if you drop on the floor. You spill alcohol, they won't go anywhere fucking near that. Dogs will eat a lot of things. They'll even eat grapes when they're not meant to, right? They're poisonous, so they don't know that grapes aren't. That clearly, there's all that smells like a sweet treat. But there's alcohol is straight up off-putting. You know what I mean? If you ever spill vodka or something, you see the dog, they won't go near it. It's just because it's a very strong smell. It smells like a fucking cleaning product, and that's because guess what? Drum roll, please. It is a fucking cleaning product, and mushrooms grow naturally and share about 80 something percent of DNA with a human being. How is that by any means poisonous? It's not even toxic. Like it's. Do you know what I mean? Like no one's ever had mushroom go like no, a bigger one, a bigger better part is no one is actually anaphylactically allergic to medical broccoli. Like I want someone to give me a real good reason why that is. How is that even possible? There's only a few things in the world that people are like that with. Water. I don't even think. I think people are like hydrophobic. Like people can actually get really bad throats if they even drink water, even though they're made of water. Dust, like literally in the air. People are allergic to dust. Right? People are allergic to nuts. But no one, and I repeat, no one is allergic to medical broccoli to that degree. There might be someone that has a bit of reaction, like, but I mean, it's never a life-threatening one to, you know what I mean? Like from what I've heard, and any research honest research I've done, and that is a fucking miracle. There's not much on this planet that doesn't potentially take your life. Like, stairs can unalive you. You know what I mean? Your sofa can allow you can choke on a biscuit. You could dunk your biscuit in your tea, and then you're like, it's fallen off. You think it's dissolved, but it's not. Well, there's one lump in there. You take a sip of your tea, you choke. It's just an example. But my point is, like, so much could take you out. So to act like, oh, that we care about public health, that's done. So let's wipe that off the map. They don't care about public health. What is it then? Money and control. 100 fucking percent. People will just grow it themselves, realizing how easy it is to grow a medication in abundance.
not needing pills and tablets and syrups and whatnot. Potentially. I mean, as people know, I have multiple personalities. Mine split bad, but then I kind of reattach. Your brain kind of goes back together again after you deal with a load of shit that originally split you. Because it's like so literally, someone do something and then you'd split and then your personality would change and you'd sat there and you could literally have like a broken leg or an arm and someone would be like, "You're right," and you're like, "Yeah," you're like not with it. So it's also called dissociative identity disorder, DID. People seen the film Split, right? That's what it's like, an extreme case. But I'm nothing like James McAvoy and being that fucking. He played that so well though, man. He really did. Oh well, fuck it. Oh right, of course, my guy. Au revoir. Yeah, I mean that's the truth, right? I was so bad at one point from alcohol. Like, I could have actually not. I wouldn't. When I went to jail, they had to obviously can't give you alcohol at all. I actually nearly they had to come check on me myself. Like, I think it was obviously got to remember jails are really overpacked, so people think, oh, what is that? Every half? It's like a fucking hospital. It was like every 6 hours or 5. I don't even know. It was a ridiculous time period. But I mean, easily you could be gone in that time. I had the worst cramps and pains for like 4 days, knowing sitting there in that cell that I could just drop off any minute because alcohol withdrawals can actually kill you. And people don't realize that. People actually don't realize you drink enough alcohol, and I mean one beer a day for 40 years, and then you stop drinking. If you happen to be that person that your body's growing that hooked to that one beer every day, it can shut down. And there's adults that don't even realize this, and they look it up and go, "Oh shit, it's actually true." So I'm saying seriously, look it up. People, I wouldn't make it up. It's one of the only substances on the planet that's fatal from non-use. Your body develops that much of an addiction to it. Even opioids, you don't. You just feel really ill. Like you feel like you feel like you're just gonna die. That's it. I know. I don't. Yeah, sorry, I don't hear that. But yeah, I mean, a strong word, love. I found self-respect for sure. Because I realised in life no one else was going to respect me the way I needed to respect, and that sounds crazy, but I mean, just self-love as well. Like not actually like you got to be the person that cares about your day. You got to be the person that's going to pick yourself up, and it's very challenging sometimes. But once you learn it, I mean, it don't get any easier or any less painful. But once it's dealt with, it's done. What was I going to look up? Shit. Oh yeah. So is alcohol withdrawal deadly? Alcohol withdrawal is a serious condition and may become quickly life-threatening. Contact your provider right away. Your dealer. How fatal? This is nuts. This is nuts. All right, okay, here we go. Seizures may occur in 5% of untreated patients. I had seizures from it, by the way. Okay, which is characterized by hallucinations, mental confusion. Hallucinations, bro, like a fucking acid tab, but worse because you're losing your mind. You're not. It's not a good trip. It's definitely a bad trip. Mental confusion, disorientation. The mortality rate among patients exhibiting with this are 5 to 25% of people. So literally, up to a quarter of people are dying. That's a crazy number. Like, you got to think about it. People die from drinking. Then the fuckers who are trying to stop drinking are also dying in the 25%. That's how bad this thing. There is nothing worse than that, in my opinion. Okay, and then if we look up, I'm not going to lie. I want to show you a legit statistic. 5 to 25% of people seriously, fucking evil stuff, right? Wait, loving it. Yeah, to be fair, it's the way to do. I mean, it sounds like what's it, cliche, not cliche, just to say the same thing, but it's true. Like, I may seem like I have it together if I like to, but I really don't. People think every day, and I don't think you do. But I'm like, but I really don't. It's not a front. People have seen why I'm struggling. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want people to think it's like I've gone all the way. That's what I mean. I've done it, yes, but by going admitting, feeling like I've gone all the way, people think they've got to go all the way too. It's the first foot in the door, right? I don't know how else to describe it. What Oprah is not typically dangerous. It can be incredible. See what I mean? So even alcohol is technically more dangerous. While opioid withdrawal is typically not medically dangerous, the symptoms can be incredibly unpleasant. For those who use it to mention above, the increased risk of overdose. But it's saying when you use it again, not when you stop using it. It's like alcohol is punishing you from stepping away from the relationship. It's like you ain't going nowhere. Dead. Absolutely evil. You will find a way to care for yourself. Honestly, it's hard. Okay, so let's look at the most dangerous ones. Okay, so the highest rates are fentanyl and heroin. Of course, that would make sense, right? Of course. But then the second deadliest overall with preventable deaths. The other one's just overdose. This one's preventable. Is alcohol and tobacco. Tobacco users causes over 8 million deaths per year globally. That's crazy, man. Oh, wow. Anyway, happier things, right? Positive things. Let's see what that is. What do we have that's positive? Oh my lord. I'm gonna go for this. I can't believe these numbers. They're just crazy. Because it is fucking, it is bad. You know what I mean? Like, those statistics are evil. And yet they say they care about public health. That numbers do not fucking equate to public health caring at all. Not in the slightest. If anything, it's public fear that if you remove alcohol and cigarettes again, they will throw an uprising. So you're like, I'll give it to them. Meaning you care more about public. I mean, do they not see that? So then why not legalise it? Because you care more about public, and this is why I talk about it. People go, oh, it's not the case. 20 years ago, it was a Schedule 1 and it was a Class B. Or a Club 1. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and the reason it's gone down and it's been legalised because people don't shut up about it. People are proud. People like me who work really hard are like, well, no, I don't have seizures anymore. I don't drink alcohol. And I do this one thing. Like, give me a fucking break. Seriously. I'm such a bad person. Ooh, I smoke a plant. Really? Like, you get a grip on reality, people. Not you guys, but like the people who can't have, like, I've been outside for people see me on the live. People will pass and they're like, morning, morning. Completely fine. Really friendly. Some people give me like a double look and it's like, I'm like, what? Want to take? Like, chill out. You look like you need to take. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not. It's like, there are people who literally drink now, get like holding their kids, take a fucking cigarette, and then have a beer. But I'm like, I don't have kids right now. Okay, cool. I stay away. I don't go into a park and swig it. Like, I don't go anywhere near a park. I'm an adult. I work. I'm self-employed. If I was to let something impact my life so badly that I didn't get anything done, I didn't work, I sat there all day, I became like a couch potato, then yeah, people have a right to go, okay, what are you doing? You're being a bit late. It's still my life, to be fair, that's the truth of it, but, people, but I'm not. And a lot of people aren't. So the stigma needs to change. Do you know what? Hedgehogs are adorable. They actually are. And if they've got their little ball spikes, what I need is like, piss off, leave me alone. Shing. It's facts. Right. I'll be back in 10 minutes, okay? See what we can do. This is some music lyrics. can't. I don't know. It's really depressing without music. It's really bad, isn't it? I do think like it's a bit like the stim where people need to scroll a lot, and the more you scroll, the more you need scrolling. It's probably why listening to me or listening to someone else talk on. It doesn't just have to be me. I'm not trying to get people to stick around. Like a podcast is probably better for your mental state to be able to stay focused. I try and stay on one topic for longer. You know what I mean, because I do want to do a podcast. I feel like I could. I just talk about anything. But I want to do like one where people could like message in. I don't know. See where it goes. I'm still going to do the charity work as soon as like I have enough money and profits from one of the thingies. I'm thinking of probably making the fingerboard. Sorry, the skateboards charity. Yeah, fingerboards are. It's got like literally, I'll see the profits will go into profits. Shit. The money will go back into buying stock again, and then the profits will go into the charity. So 100% of the proceeds will go into the charity. And I'll do a channel about it. Maybe probably making the boards and stuff like that, and whatever. And then the money from that, it'll be a charity account because I know you can make those. So it goes directly into that as well, and that will start helping underprivileged English kids and what because it is. I'm sorry, because it's true. People act like it's not happening. It is. I was one of them, an underprivileged white kid with druggy parents who don't care and literally poverty line on a whole other level. I used to share a pot noodle with 4 siblings, and I'd have the fucking juice at the bottom. Right, and I was malnourished when they came back to me. I'm not complaining. It's not bitching. My point is, it's just we're always looking outside of our country's hard borders. And yeah, we do. We should help people if they're in need of it, but we should also help our own people. Do you know what I mean? Like fucking hell. And I want to guilt trip, and I say this out loud because I don't care because it's funny. I want to guilt trip other people who have businesses into doing the same thing. So like, oh, if he's doing it, I better. Imagine if I was in more contact. So I have already been messaging higher up people and other bigger businesses. So imagine I'm like, look, I'm doing this charity work. You want to? And they're like, oh, you twisted my arm. I'm like, I know I did. That was kind of the whole point, mate. Trying to twist your arm here because if I can do something nice, I'll do the charity. I'll do the get together. I'll do everything. I put my own money into like a big party like lights, music, DJ, everything. I'd even put my own money, as I said, not just profits, like my own profits into it because I do think you've got to win some to not even just make some, just to actually have a good life. You got to do a good thing sometimes because people don't. They do it. What can I make from this? Can you think one day just not about your fucking self? Like, especially when you're living good or like life's better for you, you can then focus on other people. That is a massive goal of mine. Manifest that shit. Wait, sorry, bro, 1 second. 100%. And I've been listening to Highly Suspect like so much. Like, hello, my name is Human. I'm not that zone here and stuff like that. Oh, good soup, good songs. Yeah, it's just Travis is needed to do. I mean, like Tony Hawk's kind of does like he's just a very nice, generous person. And he's helped get skate parks built and shit like this. It's like people like that get shit done because they see it through. They don't stop. Like wherever if I went to my local councils, like, I want this done, and they're stuck. They're like, yeah, sure, and they walk away, and they might not do it. But if I'm down there every day and I'm like, well, I've got all the time in the world because I'm self-employed. Like, I've done all the hard work. Like, you don't do all the hard work, but you know what I mean? Like, I can work round the clock, I can remote work, I can work from wherever I am. It's my business. So, like, I'll just sit there in the car park then, or in the reception waiting for you to, move your ass along, and I'll just get on with some work. That's fine. So you can really, really be pushy where other people can't. You also have like, well, if you're doing this, I can put this amount of money in. It's brilliant, and we're going to change things. When I start to, because it's one person at a time, one charity at a time, one. Do you know what I mean? One donation at a time. I also think when people do donations and charities, no one ever donates to it. It's like whatever I'm asking people to donate in total, I would donate the full amount that I'm asking everybody to. So say if it was like in total, I wanted to try and save like I know it's a long shot, but we've already looked at how much fingerboards and skateboards and everything can make somebody as a company. So let's say in 20 years' time, I'm like, okay, I'm put 5 million into a charity. It's a lot of money, but fuck it. It'll go to a good cause, you know what I mean? And I'm like, if people manage the whole of like followers, community, and work like sales and stuff like that, part of it goes into it. And I was like, I've matched, then I'll match whatever it is by this certain time period. So say if it's like 8 million, 16 million, banging. And then it would hopefully give up. And people are like, I'm like, well, why do I need that if I'm already living comfortably? Like, it doesn't never make sense to me. I've never understood. Why do you need to see zeros upon zeros upon zeros? Is it like, oh, it's fine, I've got another 20 years left and I'm so panicked that I'm gonna just go and buy like caviar for every fucking last meal and every meal from now until I'm dead? Like what? No. I'm still gonna wear like average shit. I'm still gonna like I don't need to. So yeah, easily done. I think the reason people also don't, like it says about finance, like I don't want to buy a Bugatti, I don't want to buy a Lamborghini, I don't want an Aston Martin, I don't want a Porsche, I don't give a shit about that. I drive a Nissan Micra, I drive a Jeep, I drive a Chevy, I don't care, I drive anything. I don't need it to be really, like a fancy ass car, you know what I mean? And I know the same will always be. I've never liked, even with money, no money, because technically if you're a fancier lifestyle, I would like to be able to provide other people a nicer lifestyle. I will enjoy it. But yeah, I do not stop. So, and people think like that's a crazy amount of money, but that is a promise. If we make that, I will match whatever people make from whatever the company makes from like for the charity side. And I will show people obviously expensive, not outgoings and goings, but like a profit chart, I guess we could have or something like that. And then after a certain amount of time, see whatever's in there and match it. Because I think it's fair because like why not? If you've got the ability to and other people working really hard, you're working really hard, you should all not like thank you guys for it. It's a bit like an Aaron Cairo situation, isn't it? But if we were gonna do it, I'd want the community to be involved in some sort of way. So say if I'm like right today we're gonna start building these homes for homeless people, just bought this bit of land, people could come like communities could come together and help put them up. Because it's our world, it's it's an issue we should all be solving together because if you help it gets things moving along quicker. It means that person gets off of your fucking sidewalk that you find they're in the way of, and it gets them paying into the economy too because they can get a job. And I know that's not everybody, but it's a start of something. You know what I mean? It's because people don't get a chance, and they just get crushed before. And then after maybe a few years go by, I expected that now we have a chance. Well, no, they've already got no spirit, no soul left because it's been crushed from being homeless and attacked and whatever they've been through. It's about stopping the root cause of the issue. It's about making more affordable housing, even if it is just like independent, like one little room thing, just to literally mean you have some shelter. It's so important to be around and understand. People think you need a whole fucking like house or whatever. You don't simply just a room, somewhere to wash, somewhere to clean yourself. I want to aim for being one of the biggest, causing one of the biggest like charity like snowball effects ever. Like and I don't even. It's not like trying to get like a beneficiary sort of get an award. It's like So I don't give a fuck. I don't want an award. I don't want it to. The only reason I'm doing it publicly on the not lives, because it's not this one. On the other one is I'm like technically a YouTube account can make quite a lot on top of that. So it's just more money for people just viewing. At that point, like if I made another account, we already had a lot of followers. People would follow that quite fast. Because we already had the following. Like sometimes you follow this one at the end of videos. Soon I'm going to invest in a mic shit like this. I'm also going to be getting a. Bro, it's stressful because I'm going to have to get I'm literally have to get a ticket over to the States. Because I think what's going to show such dedication is the fact that he said, can you print graphics onto the wheels? I said, maybe. I've gone and learned how to do it in like a week and printed the wheels. And if I was to come over there as well, I'll say the company, I can't say the name, but they won't just be messaging everybody. They're a big company. They'll be like, they said they spotted me a few times. I am going to go for my spec 2 seconds. They said they spotted me a few times. And they really like what I've been doing. I think you got to remember the fact that I've made wheels, skateboards, and fingerboards, and I'm the artist, and I've done the website. This shows such a variety of skills, and they're not going to necessarily tell you because I know that people don't love giving people an ego. But truthfully, they clearly spotted it, clearly quite
fucking impressed with it. And they've already said it's not a case of, oh, well, let me know how things are going. He said, let me know when the wheels are ready, and I'll let you know where to send them. Where to send them, not like maybe. And I mean, even if it is like it doesn't happen. I'm not saying won't, I'm saying it will, but it's already like that motivation enough. Like shit, I've been spotted by a top dog. It means why is it's almost like why have your enemies close? No, keep your your friends close and your enemies even closer. Or saying right. Fact, you do not want to be on the wrong side of somebody, business side, who is fucking killing it. To be honest with you, don't. I'm not trying to be like, hey, look at me, but I am super proud. I mean, I think the reason I have all of this energy to do this is because I've been an addict like most of my life. So now I'm sober. I'm like, it's like I'm alive again. I'm rejuvenated. I've got all this energy. I'm not dopey and out with it all the time. I'm not drunk. It's brilliant. I love it. Being sober is honestly fucking great. It really is, especially when you're something to work towards. It's amazing. What was I saying? But yeah, that's how I'm seeing it. Like people. Also, I'm seeing my videos getting seen by thousands of people now, right? But then it's not always getting liked, which I'm like, I looked up, and it's like that can be jealousy. I'm like, oh, okay, because I watch it. It says sometimes watch average longer than 20 seconds, which is the whole clip. I said watched multiple times by the same person, but they're not liking it. Well, you clearly like it then, but you don't. You're not liking it. You know what I mean? Like that's fine. But as I say, I know for a fact good things are coming. I'm so excited, bro. I'm gonna be like, yeah, where can I send them to? And I'm tempted. I'm not going to just like turn up. I'm like, I am coming over the wheels too. I mean, I don't go be a bit off. If I can front flip and land on that, you want me to land on this skateboard from a front flip? I'm all right. I think I'm better off just working what I'm doing, bro. I mean, I think I'll go right through front flip. Yeah, borrow to do that. 1 second. Oh, 100% about the volunteering. That's why I want to always be involved. I always want to do the track work. I'll be too bored. I need to be active. I need to do something. See, I like the idea of people. I don't like money because it is the root to evil. I'm not saying it is evil. It's the root to evil. Substances, addiction, gambling. I've done all those things, and I did. I lost 10 grand on the blacks. So poker rope. Honestly, I don't even want to go there. I do not want to go there. 10K on the blacks. So I used to have quite a bit of money. I did. I worked my ass off. Multiple jobs. I was also a greengrocer. You get what I'm getting at, right? It's funny to say that now. I told the police officer I was arrested. I was like, true. I can tell you, I used to. I once was a greengrocer. He was like, yeah, it's not really. You're not doing it now. It's not a crime in progress. I'm like, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, it is really, isn't it? It's like, oh, it's just about a crime here. I don't know. If it was anything like, oh yeah, you buried somebody, maybe about, oh yeah, it's a bit of a different one. But like, whereas I think if they see it as a crime, it's like a victimless crime essentially. They don't always see it as it's already really, but slightly. But I do believe in. I mean, what pisses me off is they sit there and they call us racist, they call us offensive, they call us nasty, British people, when we care about women and children and stuff like that. That's it. I care about loads of people, and it's not like I just care about women and children, or I just care about mate. I care about anybody who's actually in danger or vulnerable. It shouldn't be happening. And then if you are, I don't agree with it. And if you do, I don't give a shit like what your opinion is of me. You shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you. Respect the women and children. Simple as. Like, oh, it gets me so mad, bro. It really does. But I won't stand for it. I won't stand for it. Not my country. Anyway, and that's not offense. That's straight up. That's facts. Like, how is that offensive? I'm saying not in my country will I stand for abusive females. If someone arrested me for that, I would really be questioning that person that arrested me. Like, well, what's your fucking belief then, mate? You've got to be outspoken. Because if you don't, they silence you, they take your voice, they take you. I say you've lost. You've lost. But like, as I say, I give anybody a chance. Anyone's an equal to me until, yeah, until the obvious. Right, I'm going for it now. Peace, love. And all I can say is remember, just 1 foot in the door. Don't think it's like me, like all at once doing so much. You'll realise how much you enjoy it when you're doing something and not to rush it.
Like, I didn't go about this business to make money. I didn't go about this business to become the next skate company, or fingerboard company, or make like I done it for me because I know I wanted to skate still and I wanted to be involved, but I couldn't skate. So I'm like, what am I going to do? Like sit down, play toys, play sessions. I was like, well, actually, no, I can make some more. I could do the art again, which made me want to skate more again. And then it was like a win-win. It's like literally, it's like a positive catch-22. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like happy stuck in this loop doing the same thing over and over again. And I'm like, people look at me like, you're fucking mad. How are you doing the same thing every single day and not losing your mind over it? I'm like, I don't know. 'Cause if it was anything else, I think I probably would. I don't know my best and get on the contract here. But yeah, if it was the same thing every single day and it wasn't skateboarding or something, I was just like, then I'm saying like I wouldn't be able to do it. So it's not clearly just me as a mindset. It's a perfect combination of a passion and a hobby, drive, work ethics. Like they all fall into play. And I also know where I want. I very much a mindset of like I see where I want to get to. I know what I got to do. I know there could be like one day. I mean, people love listening to me just talk. So I could end up having like a TED talk or something, right? And I see this around like where it potentially heading. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I think that'd be quite nice. If as long as it helps people, that is. I can't describe how much I want to fucking help people because it feels like, as I say, I'm religious. I do believe if you are, but not religious to put my like, I'm not against anything. I'm homophobic. Like, oh, like, God doesn't like gays and this or that. I just piss off. At that point, I'm like, God, I'm not going to respect you then. Like, truthfully, and people go, that's blasphemy. I'm like, no, free will. So, shit. See how ADHD is so bad in me. I mean, fucking hell. I could talk everyone's ill, but I never wanted to be rich, and I never worked towards like really working super hard. And as soon as I realised this was going to get me somewhere, I was like, I don't want to, so I didn't stop posting for a while. I felt a little bit like worried, like where's it going to go? I want people to sit there and go. It's a bit like Ricky Gervais, right? He's a really nice person, but he also does mocking. Go, yeah, I do. Well, I am a millionaire now. You know, it's like so he's come from working class to being a millionaire, and I was like, I don't want people to have that view of me. It's not like you want to be working class, but you don't want people to view as like I've been through enough shit, like more than most people. I can't say more, but I don't know. But when I tell anybody my fucking story, they're like, "Holy shit! Like I can't believe it." Therapists have cried. Therapists have walked out. Like quite not on the session, but afterwards they said, I've been told I need a new one." I'm like, what? And then I haven't had a therapist because they couldn't deal with it. And they found it too hard. They're crying about my shit, and I'm like sat there like, okay, yeah, this is awkward. It's all right. They're there. I'll be okay. Literally, I've been like that. To pat on my back, but I was like, it's fine. Like, you know, I'm fine with it now. I was like, I dealt with it in my head. It's good. I'm there comforting them about my fucking therapy. It's too funny. Like, it really is. Yeah, just one step at a time. That's all it is. If you ever, run at something, you drive yourself crazy. Like I have. I mean, people don't understand my obsession for skateboarding is very, very unhealthy. To the point where when I set the disc in my spine, one of the first questions I asked was, "Will I be able to skate again?" That should not be the question you should be asking. It's maybe can I walk again? That's a good place to start. But skating was the first thing on my brain again. That's like I don't know. That's crazy or dead. It's a bit of both in it really. So you know what we do? You do. That would be so cool. Imagine if they had that thing. They need to get that so it can pick up on electric pulses in the brain and they can then translate it to words. So maybe it's saying, I think it would disturb people because I think I've got like 10 conversations going on at one time. So like even I'm like, shut the fuck up a second, right? It feels like Scooby Doo, you know, when they're trying to get in the movie where they're trying to pick out their souls to send them back. That's literally what it's like. It's like there's fucking hundreds of things whizzing around, and it's trying to like pinpoint one, and then it goes again. I'm like, shit. Let me get a drink as well. See, that's very true. It is more. And that's why I feel like with this job, this business, the way everything's going is the way it should be going, because it's brought me way more happiness than it has stress. And so it sounds like a therapist is a lot wiser than. And how does that make you feel? So fair play. I've literally had one that pretty much just says that, or a variation of how does that make you feel. Oh, that mustn't feel very nice. But I don't want to assume how you're feeling. Oh, like, would you care telling me how this made you feel? Right, and that made you feel, yeah, not good. No, like, can you just, what are you being paid for? Right, seriously, I feel like I could do more therapy work just by waffling in someone's ears. People's like, I actually forgot completely all about my own shit. Thank you so much. I'm like, you're welcome. That could work. It's called talk therapy, and it's not where you're talking. I'm like, shut up, listen. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, you're listening to me now. This is my time to talk. And then I just talk for like 4 hours straight. It's like Clockwork Orange, just like, I get that. Oh, bless. It's like, quite sweet. I mean, I'll be real, I don't actually feel connected to like anything, anyone. Like, really am just disconnected from life at the moment. Probably the workload. I think I put that on spin. Right, I will be back in a second. I'm going to end the live, right? Just because fucking can't bother to it. But I'll start it back up again in like 5 minutes. I'll be as quick as I can. So I was just thinking, right, peace, love, I'll catch you all in 10. Wait. Oh, I forgot to send a message in. So I'm going to do your real for another 10. No, I'm not. I'm actually. Oh, you know what? Peace. What the fuck? Oh, do you know what? I didn't know ever what to say to end the live before, and I actually really like peace and love, because I think it's what I fucking want, right? It's what we all want, peace and love. Is it too much to ask for, people? Not you guys, you know. Oh, fucking hell. I have a literal lighter stand of clippers, and I don't have a working lighter. That's how much I smoke. Fuck with that. It's the point where I should have been called Ash. I kind of like the name though, Ash, like ashtray. Got him. Right. Peace. I'll be back in a sec. I don't know what that means. Sorry, my bad. Peace, love. I'm going to end it, so just set your notifications back up again. Maybe. Fuck, it's going to rain. Right. Peace. Catch you all in a bit.